It's CEIM, so you meet with second years, groups of like 10 maybe at a time, meet with 2 second year leaders, and you just ask them any questions you have that you don't want to ask lecturers or your tutorial teachers. If we have a question we're struggling with, like say in the homework questions, we can bring that along and do that too. So we can kind of pick and choose, and at the end of each CEIM session we write down on a piece of paper like what we want to focus on next week, and then they'll bring along questions from what we ask. So like if we said we're struggling with calculus, the next week we'd probably do like calculus past paper questions.
In the CEIM sessions you had the opportunity to get to know people, and plus they also did like icebreakers. I know a lot of people found friends through it. I definitely did, and then it also led on to help within legal studies as well.
The greatest benefit from being involved in CEIM for me was that the first year students were telling the leaders about particular micro issues that they were having, and very basic things that we had sort of taken for granted that they would figure out in orientation and so on, such as just the geographical location of things on campus, for example.
We did some analysis where participation in CEIM, independent of other variables, has been shown to increase exam results by about 8%, which to me is a huge leap. It can be a major difference for a first year student, the difference between passing and failing, so that was a big surprise. And secondly, actually, I suppose inside the second year student leaders who participate in CEIM and run the sessions, I suppose I've been very surprised by their communication abilities, their enthusiasm. I mean, they're busy, but they still dedicate a lot of time to this. And I think you can see those CEIM leaders, as we call them, develop very significantly throughout the year.
We use different strategies to try and get people talking. So we might do something like think, pair, share. So everybody would try to do a question by themselves, and they talk to the people beside them, and then everybody would come together and share what they were able to figure out and what they couldn't do. So they're just really helping themselves figure it out instead of us just telling them.
For a new first year coming in, it's probably one of the most daunting things you'll ever do is to start into third level education, because you don't know what's going to happen. So maybe if there's another group of people there who are in the same situation as you know you're not by yourself. You know that there is a whole group of people, and you know that there's third years there who have come through first year and they've come through second year and they're at the end now. So it's nice, I think, for first year groups to be able to talk to their peers outside of lectures, that they know there's a space organised for them. And I think it helps as well that it's run by second and third year leaders, so they know that there's someone there that they can talk to who's been through the system already.
I felt that it was really beneficial last year for me as a first year to come into college and meet this group of friends that I didn't know. And it develops me as a person as well, being a CEIM leader, because 12 weeks ago I wouldn't have gotten up in front of a group of people I didn't know and speak in front of them like I know them all.
CEIM is very, very helpful. It can help people to work in smaller groups, meet a lot of their peers and meet students in second year and maybe in third year. And that can be really, really helpful just in terms of tips, advice, figuring out how things work. All those little things that make studying here so much easier if you know how to do them. And if you don't, it can be really, really challenging. It's about helping each other. If a student is able to explain something to somebody else, then they actually understand it. And that is extremely powerful.